Another 25 episodes.
Another 78 concepts showcased.
All in another incredible year of Smite community concepts.
But which concepts deserve more than just a showcase?
It's time to find out. Hello everyone, I'm SuperDazza.
And I'm Pearly.
And welcome to the 3rd annual Smite Community Concepts Awards.
This video is to celebrate the amazing work and creativity that we've seen on Smite Community Concepts from the past year. So from episode 35 to episode 59.
We'll be giving out awards to concepts in a multitude of different categories in this video. The first 7 categories will have 4 nominees, all in no particular order, and the last award will be the best overall concept, which will have 10 nominees, 5 picked by me and 5 picked by Pearly, with the winner being picked by you. I wanted to burp all that time.
It's just like the previous years, but with 1 extra category and the best reference award being replaced with the best pop culture reference award, for clarity purposes.
So, without further ado, let's get on with the first category.
Best Submitted Art.
Bloodfiend Hebo.
Dragon Rider Awelix.
Kumba Carnival Kumbakana.
Spirit of Raven Sol.
And the award for best submitted art, chosen by our artist Roman SAMKO, goes to Spirit of Raven's Soul by Red Nova. Roman says when looking at the face and stomach, he can see she is very well drawn, and he likes how the focal point of the face and body are more detailed, while the hands, legs and hair, while not being too simple, are less detailed, making the piece not look too busy overall. So congrats to Red Nova.
Best Pun.
Kumba Carnival Kumbakana.
Ravamama Ravana.
Ra Ra Rasputin Ra.
Jock Frost Chuck.
And the best pun award goes to Jock Frost Chuck by Beyonce, because that's just genius.
And now for a brand new category, hardest to pronounce concept name.
Okay, no, that just wins. That's the hardest to pronounce.
Worst Copyright Infringement.
Transformographizer RTO, which would potentially infringe Hasbro's copyright of Transformers.
Night Terror Terror, which could get a copyright strike from Universal for their ownership of Frankenstein's Bride.
Super Vermana. Nintendo loves to dish out those copyright strikes.
RTO of Oz RTO, ripping off the Wizard of Oz owned by MGM.
And the worst copyright infringement award goes to RTO of Oz RTO by Guy. Not only is the concept the exact characters from the Wizard of Oz, but it's funny how in Guy's submission of the skin he writes, and I quote, "The Wizard of Oz is in public domain, so there would be 0 copyright infringement. But according to the internet, and I quote, its copyright was renewed in 1967, so it will remain copyrighted for a 95-year term, entering the public domain in 2035. Sorry, Guy."
Cutest Concept.
Festive Spirit Baron Samedi, specifically the snake in his little Santa hat.
Red Pandemonium Nasia. It's a red panda. Red pandas are adorable.
Ancient Inuit Hound Anubis. It's a husky. Huskies are adorable.
Ravamama Ravana. It's a bulky demon king in an apron. Bulky demon kings in aprons are adorable.
And the Cutest Concept Award goes to Ancient Inuit Hound Anubis by Nick Prakthausa. Sorry to anyone that disagrees, but we're both dog lovers.
Best
Pop culture
Reference.
Bring the Night on Nox. The name of this skin is a reference to a song by Sia, who this skin is based off.
Dreadwater Hades. The squid head is a reference to Davy Jones from the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
Genetic Nest Ganesh. Seems like the parasite covering his face is a reference to the face hugger from Alien.
Right, hold on.
Transformographizer.
Artio, specifically the Celtic Pantheon logo on Artio's chest, is a nod to Transformers.
And the award for best pop culture reference goes to Dreadwater Hades by the Grave Knight. Not the most subtle of references, but still awesome.
Most stupid, yet oddly incredible concept.
Dwarven Son Fafnir, an angry dwarf in a beach onesie with a crab in one hand and a bucket in the other.
Ravamama Ravana, a muscular man in a world's best mum apron and rubber gloves, throwing his vegetables at the enemies while trying to put on a shrill girly voice.
Rah Rah Rasputin Rah. Rah dressed as the guy that inspired arguably one of the best songs ever, throwing out the band members that made said song for his ultimate.
Nice guy Kabrakan, anime fanatic Kabrakan with body pillows and a fedora. Milady. I can't do that.
And the award for most stupid yet oddly incredible concept goes to Ravamama Raven by Skyflu. This one was a very close call, but ultimately it was Mother Raven who gets the award.
Now it's time to reveal our top 10 concepts from the past year of the show. We'll both say our personal top 5 concepts, and then it's down to you lot to decide which concept is the best out of the 10, using our fancy new voting system in the description.
The winner will join the likes of Dragon Knight Athena by Walhalla, the winner of Year 1, and the concept that has not yet been revealed as the winner of Year 2. More on that later in the video.
But for now, let's get on with the final category.
Best overall concept.
Rah Rah Rasputin Rah. There were a lot of jokey concepts showcased this year, but this one seems like the only concept that manages to balance the quality of the skin and the joke. It's also just a really fleshed out concept. For example, his first and third abilities. The skin just works.
Incandescence Sol. This concept is incredibly creative and original and uses the unique properties of wax really well throughout the concept, including all of the abilities, especially her third ability. The fashion style chosen for the character fits nicely as well, which just completes the skin.
Symphony of the Dead Baron Samedi. Everything works so well in this concept. The appearance is well thought out, and lots of the aspects of the abilities are embedded within the appearance itself, making the whole concept come together really nicely.
Siege Castle Sylvanus. This skin is packed with awesome details, both big and small, which is why it's on my list. The appearance is incredible and every one of the abilities fits so well with the theming of this skin.
Horror novelist Zhong Kui. I really like the little descriptions and stories this skin has for each of the abilities, the reasons as to why the enemies are getting damaged or CC'd by each ability. There are few skins in Smite or concepts we've been showcased that go into detail as to why the abilities are happening, in context of the skin's emotions and actions, and this one does it so well.
Pirate ship Geb. From the rocks being replaced with barrels to the fingers being seaweed and octopus tentacles, this concept ticks all the boxes for me. The abilities also fit so well, especially his first ability. Can definitely see this skin in the game.
Grease Monkey Hunbats. Personally, I can really see this skin in the game. All the abilities are ingenious with what happens and how it happens and how they're interlinked with the skin. It doesn't seem like the submitter thought of the skin, then made abilities for it, but instead it seems like the whole concept was born out of all aspects of the god, making it a well-rounded and complete feeling skin.
Genetic Nest Ganesh. This is another amazingly creative concept, and the idea of making Ganesh an astronaut and his trunk the tail of a parasite on his face is genius. Perfect abilities to go alongside this, especially the second ability. This has a solid spot in my top 5.
Pizza Delivery Amaterasu. Not only do I really like pizza, but this skin has so many little details to it that makes it an awesome idea that gives a lasting impression for me. For example, the charging of the second ability and the backing animation.
Ancient Lizard Fafnir. I love the caveman theme for skins, and we don't get enough of them in the game, and I can't think of a more perfect god to get it than Fafnir. Not only is the appearance really well done, and the abilities, especially the ultimate, amazing, but he turns into a frickin' T-Rex! Now it's time for you to vote out of the top 10. Head down to the description to vote using our new and improved voting system. As you've seen, we've made a little infographic for each concept that sums up the skin, but if you want more details for each skin, including the voice lines, you can watch their concept clip as well. Voting will end 4 weeks after this video is released.
Stay tuned to the channel, where we will be announcing the winner of last year in its own very special separate video, which may have something to do with this little guy. We know this has taken a year to happen, but for future winners we plan on getting this kind of content out a lot sooner after the vote happens, so expect to see the winner of year 3 to be announced in the coming months.
A huge thank you to our concept artist Roman SAMKO, who pours his heart and soul into making art for the concepts that aren't submitted with any for the series. Another big thank you to the epic voice of this video, REDREAPER, who sadly couldn't provide us with new audio for this video, but still let us use his manly voice for the awards names of the ceremony. And one last massive thank you to Space Sheepy for providing awesome ability arts for all of the top 10 concepts.
But also a special thank you to all of you for your support with this series. We plan on making a lot of updates to it soon, so let us know your feedback for the series and anything we can change about it.
But apart from that, thank you for watching, make sure you have your say in the voting, and expect updates about the future of this series on our Twitter. Take care.
Bye bye.